Welcome to Attleboro Update. With great local man in need of a kidney receives the gift of life, festivities for the Big Read are in full swing, and partner organization Triborough Youth Theater showed that Attleboro.
Welcome to Attleboro Update, where you can get the latest in what's going on in the Attleboro community. You can watch all of our content by visiting our website, AACS.com, by downloading the AACS mobile app, or if you have a Roku, you can search for the AACS Roku channel. Attleboro Veterans Agent Ben Quelle is looking to return a Purple Heart to the family of a World War II veteran killed in action. We spoke with him to learn more.
A citizen of our town who himself is a veteran was cleaning out an apartment that had been rented out by an elderly man who needed to be relocated to hospice. And the individual who was cleaning out the apartment found a Purple Heart medal that he knew did not belong to the prior tenant, so he brought it into my office. And the Purple Heart medal actually has the name of the recipient of the medal. And so I then did some research using the archives here in Massachusetts to find out that the individual was actually KIA. He was killed in action serving in the Navy in the Pacific in 1944 in World War II, and that this medal was actually posthumously awarded to his sister in Dorchester. And then I did a background on the actual event itself to find that this ship right here, the USS Liscombe Bay, was torpedoed the day after Thanksgiving in 1944. And it actually, the torpedo set off a munitions dump within the ship. And it caused a massive explosion that caused the ship to go down so fast that it took the vast majority of the crew with it, including this Dorchester resident. And to this day, the sinking of the Liscombe Bay is still recorded as the most deadliest sinking of a U.S. naval vessel in history. I also found that this footbridge in Dorchester, where the deceased veteran lived, was actually named in his honor. The name of this U.S. Naval World War II veteran is Hugh Farren. Hugh Farren, H-U-G-H, last name Farren, F-A-R-R-E-N. And my office is looking for anybody that can try to help me discover next of kin so that I can properly put this back into the hands of family members where it belongs. And also I'd love to put those family members in for the Massachusetts Liberty Medal, which is awarded by the governor to next of kin of KIAs. You know, it's sort of this classic Boston immigration story. Hugh Farren was born in 1904 in Ireland and immigrated later in his life with obviously his sister to Boston, and they settled on Alexander Street. They lived at 70 Alexander Street in Dorchester, and that's where the veteran resided at the time of his enlistment in 1942 into the U.S. Navy. And I'm going to assume that his sister was still there because it was the same address on file where the and her name was Helen Doherty, and she's now deceased as well. And it was there that the medal was most likely delivered to next of kin, his sister, by members of the Department of Defense. I'm looking for any help from the community, anybody that might have known, you know, how it is that this medal got from Dorchester to Attleboro into this apartment. So anybody that might know anything about, like I said, a Doherty family, or anybody that knows anything about this sailor, Hugh Farren, and maybe if he had relatives that somehow moved, if you will, down from Boston into the Attleboro area, and eventually the medal wound up in an apartment in Attleboro. And if that, you know, I can help my office, give a phone call or something. I do have other elements of the city's government trying to help me with this. I have folks within the Massachusetts Department of Veterans Services trying to help me, but you know, time has gone by and we're hitting some roadblocks. So just trying to find any help from the community that I can get. Please, if you have any information, you contact me here at City Hall. The Veterans Agent, again, my name is Ben, and you can contact me at 508-223-2222, and my direct line extension is 3282.
Sterngold Dental, a manufacturer and distributor of dental products based here in Attleboro, recently commemorated its 125th year in business. They held a brief event at their office in the Attleboro Industrial Park. The event featured a number of area dignitaries. AACS was there to cover the event.
So today we're celebrating our 125th anniversary for the company. We've been in Attleboro for 38 years in this facility, and we are celebrating a major milestone in our business. We create smiles for people around the world through medical device manufacturing, and we are pleased to celebrate this 125th anniversary. So Sterngold is very passionate about being here in Attleboro. We employ many local people that are living just maybe a mile or a mile and a half away. We also have members that live in the greater Attleboro area. It's meaningful for us because it's an area that is sort of residential and industrial in the same time, and we pride ourselves as being a good neighbor, following good manufacturing processes, and we consider ourselves part of this Attleboro family. So 125 years is a major milestone, but what we are hoping for is another 125 years, and through innovation and continuous improvement, we believe that restorative dental materials and restorative dental technology will continue to advance. It's something that everyone is going to continue to need, and we look forward to serving the population as we go forward in the future. What we've done here today is we've created a memory wall highlighting all the milestones that the company went through for all the years, really highlighting the passages of major changes and implementations of product lines and changes in technology. All are listed on our wall, and we've just made a big ceremony around it. We're celebrating both our current employees, our past employees, and many partners that we work with, and dignitaries from the local area, Chamber of Commerce, the Mayor's Office, and the District of Bristol County, all represented here. And it's just been a wonderful event, and we just are so happy to be here in Attleboro with such great people around us.
The 2022 NEA Big Read in Attleboro has officially begun. This year's book is Sitting Pretty by Rebecca Taussig. The book is a memoir where she shares her perspective on what it's like to live with a disability. There are a number of events planned over the course of the next several months. We spoke with the Attleboro Public Library Director and the chair of the Attleboro Commission on Disabilities to learn more.
My name is Amy Rillinger. I'm the director of the Attleboro Public Library, and we are so excited that we are about to start the 16th community-wide read. This year's NEA Big Read title is Sitting Pretty, The View from My Ordinary Resilient Body. It is by Rebecca Taussig. And we've got some new things happening this year. First of all, it is a nonfiction title that is a memoir and essays inspired by an Instagram account called Sitting Pretty. And we are extending the events from September through the end of April this year to give more people a chance to read the book, to attend events, to talk about it, and to connect the partners in the city. One of the things our committee really loved about this book is it shared really great perspective that not all of us have. Something we talk about at the library is it's etched in stone, literally, in our building, free to all. And in the work that we've been doing in the last few years with Neighbors in Dialogue, we've discovered that some people don't understand that all means all. And so like, oh, that means everybody else, I'm different. And this is really a great chance for not just the library, but for all of the NEA Big Read partners to talk about the perspective of their groups and their constituents. I've been involved with the Big Read here since it began, and it's hard to believe that we can add new partners every year. One of the exciting things about this title is it allowed us to add the Kennedy Donovan Center that's here in Attleboro, the Arc of Bristol County, Amigo, the School's Best Buddies program, the Attleboro's Commission on Disabilities, lots of partners that we know exist in the city, but we've never done programming with before. All of the events are listed on the Attleboro Library's webpage, but we also have a separate website for the Big Read that is Attleboro's oneabc.org.
My name is Mary Flaherty, and I am the chair of the Commission on Disabilities in Attleboro. I've been the chair for 2 years now, and we are really excited to partner with the library this year for the Big Read. And what we're doing as a group is we are having an Attleboro wheelchair stroll through downtown. It's a community-focused event that is going to do two things. It's going to highlight the tools that are already in place that are ADA compliant within the city, all the work the city's been doing over the years, and the improvements that have been made recently. And it's also going to point out the importance of seemingly small accessibility gaps in the city. Sitting Pretty is a great book that talks about somebody who's using a wheelchair, and as the Commission on Disabilities, we often have issues that come up with accessibility in the city related to city sidewalks and things related to being in a wheelchair. Not just wheelchair use, but that's one thing that comes up quite a bit. So from curb cuts to cleared sidewalks and websites that are accessible to people who are deaf, blind, or have manual dexterity issues, there are a lot of ways the city can improve its already accessible spaces. It's a great book. It is really playful and very earnest, and I love how real a lot of the stories are, where there are different parts of her life intersecting with other parts. She's not just somebody with a disability. She's not just a mom. There are all these places where things intersect and become this whole new complication. One advantage of being partners with the library is their robust resources. They are great at brainstorming and great at finding ways to include a group in whatever the event is.
The Attleboro Norton YMCA has a number of openings within their childcare programs. They're also expanding their childcare offerings. We spoke with Downtown Branch Director Andrea Champagne to learn more.
My name is Andrea Champagne, and I am your friendly neighborhood executive director at the downtown branch of your Attleboro Norton YMCA. Right now, we actually have some openings in both our pre-K and our preschool classrooms. We have child development centers at both our downtown branch and our Pleasant Street branch, both conveniently located in Attleboro for working parents. If you have a 4 or a 5-year-old who's going to be entering kindergarten in the fall of 2023, we have some pre-K openings with the amazing Miss Senny in our pre-K classroom here at the downtown branch. And then we also have spaces for 3 and 4-year-old preschoolers at our Pleasant Street branch. Our child development centers are fun, safe, and caring environments where your little one can learn and grow, and we would love to see some more folks taking advantage of that. Depending on the age of the little ones, a lot of times our infant and toddler rooms really fill up. And historically, our preschool and our pre-K programs are really well attended. These are services that working parents in our community really need, and they trust the YMCA. The YMCA is a known entity in the childcare sphere. People know us, people trust us, and they trust us with their kiddos, which is really important to us. One of the things we're so excited about, especially right now, is expanded programming at our Norton Outdoor Center. We know you know and love our Camp Finberg during the summertime, so we're so pleased to be able to extend some of that programming at the Norton Outdoor Center right now into the fall. Our beautiful outdoor pool and splash pad actually has extended hours on the weekends from 11 to 5 through the end of September, culminating in our Puppy Plunge on September 24th from 3 to 5. That's an event that is open to our community members and their pooches and their families. We also have some youth and adult outdoor programming that is happening at the Norton Outdoor Center, as well as some one-time special events for both families and adults. So we hope everyone will really check it out. It is such a beautiful space, and we're so excited to be able to utilize it a little more throughout the year and not just in the summer. We depend on our amazing staff that are generating and coming up with so many of these wonderful programs. And all of that is made possible, really the majority of that is made possible through our amazing members and our membership dues and fees. We do have some grant funding that comes in from time to time, but for the most part for our fall programs, these are revenue programs where there's either a small fee or a session fee, and that helps us be able to run a variety of programs for all ages and all abilities, and we're so excited to be able to offer that, particularly at Norton, where we haven't so much offered that in the past outside of summer camp. You can find us on the web at www.attleboroymca.org. You can click on any of the tabs for more information, the childcare tab, the outdoor enrichment tab. We also have a lot of youth and adult sports and programming that you can find out more that are happening both here and at our Pleasant Street branch. And for all the most up-to-date information, make sure you're following us on all of our social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We even have a TikTok. Join us for hashtag TikTok Tuesdays, where we're putting together a lot of fun videos, and that's where you can get a lot of up-to-date information on everything that's going on at your Attleboro Norton Y.
In an effort to support students and staff in need, Bristol Community College has partnered with the Greater Boston Food Bank to hold a mobile food market. The market provides a variety of fresh fruit, vegetables, and dairy items. We spoke with BCC Director of Student and Family Engagement, Emma Montague, to learn more.
Good morning. My name is Emma Montague. I'm the Director of Student and Family Engagement here at Bristol Community College. Our department oversees all kinds of things, including new student orientation, leadership opportunities, clubs and events for students, and we also oversee our Basic Needs Center. So right here at our Attleboro campus, we deliver groceries to a lot of the community members, students, staff, and faculty. The mobile food market for Bristol is incredibly important for the community. Not only does it ameliorate some of our hunger needs in the area, but it also just serves as a service to our community and the local folks around us.
So this is the Bristol Community College's mobile food market. What we do is we give food to those families that are in need. With the prices being so high lately, it gives good help for people. So I volunteer for this because I actually like to help people. I myself have been in need in the past. So just to be able to give back to the community for those who need help as well, just kind of brings me back to a give and take kind of situation. What makes me want to help out because with me being a student, as well as a worker here and a volunteer, students seem to be able to relate to me better. They feel more comfortable to know, like, okay, she's in our shoes as well. So I'm a good resource for them, not only as staff and a volunteer, but also as one of their peers.
So our food market in particular starts in Fall River with a drive-through service, but then we deliver to all of our campuses. So our food market is provided by the Greater Boston Food Bank. They're sponsored by a number of partners, including Citizens Bank. So the food gets delivered to us fresh right in the Fall River campus, and then we then distribute. I'd certainly like to thank our foundation office for helping us provide our groceries bags that we pack up every month.
It's important because, like I said, with the prices going up in everything, especially in food, it's making it very hard for people to afford good, healthy food, and that's the options that we have here. You know, you give eggs, you give vegetables, you get some meats, and I think that's very important because a lot of people are suffering silently, and with that, being able to know that they have help, it makes them, alleviate some of their stress. We typically see here, just at the Attleboro campus alone, about 25 to 30 people. Plus all the other campuses see a lot more than that.
So for our food market, we host the market on the second Thursday of the month. So if you or your family members are in need of groceries each month, please feel free to sign up on our website. There's no requirements involved, but we do ask that folks pre-register so we can order the right amount of food.
That's all for this week's edition of Attleboro Update. From everyone here at AACS, thank you for watching.